Cool, we're back, guys, and it's been a while since we've done the last one. I can't remember. I think it was mid-May we done the last session. That was with James, I think. So we're back today. We're going to do legs today. I can't remember what we done the last time we filmed. I can't remember where the volume was sitting when we done the last one. So we're starting to creep the volume back up now. We're approaching the start of the off season on the 11th of July. So pushing out this recovery phase post show, and slowly, kind of incrementally, putting that training volume back up. So we'll do something today. I haven't quite still decided what I want to do yet. For anyone who watched my stories, and I was kind of describing how I don't really want to add anything to leg extension because it's so brutal. So I might just have to get over that and add something today. But we'll wait and see. Wait and see what we want to do. I might do something hamstring wise with the intensifiers, but we'll wait. Like I said, we'll wait and see. So yeah, we're doing adductor leg extension, barbell squat, horizontal leg press, split squat, and 2 curl movements as well. The same kind of setup as last time, but we've changed a few things. The squats now have a cluster set back in with them, and the horizontal leg press has a back offset put in. So this is kind of the approach I've been taking post show back in, what was it, start of April, the last show, and it's just slowly creeping sets, creeping exercises back in, and just gauging my recovery from there. And before we know it, we'll be back full pelt on the 11th of July with a kind of, hopefully, the training volume kind of ramps right up. So just kind of feeling it. I'm still kind of following kind of Patrick's kind of training methods and guidelines and that from when I worked with him, but just kind of putting my own twist on a few things. So I really do think the creeping of volume works quite well from what I've just gauged off my kind of own physique in the past couple of contest preps. So doing that today, and we've got obviously shoulders tomorrow as well. So I want to kind of recap what we've been up to since the last video, and not much. went on holiday for an all-inclusive holiday to Jamaica, and I think that's all that's happened in the past week time. So it was good to kind of get away and just relax and chill out. And you know, I was kind of at that point where I needed a break from everything. I was training, work, blah blah blah. Just chill out for 2 weeks. So it was incredible how quickly that 2 weeks actually flies, though, because I can't believe how quickly that went. But like I said, we're back to it. I'm kind of motivated now. The goal, I think, right now, I change my mind all the time, is the Amateur Olympia next December. So that's the kind of show I'm thinking about doing, and that gives me a year pretty much from this point of solid off season, just to try and get as big as I possibly can. And so I'm kind of going by that timeline. Sitting at about 280 pounds just now, which is 127 kilo, which is a way better spot, like night and day better spot than I was when I started my last off season. So I'm kind of really excited about that, kind of seeing where the physique's going to end up at the end of this year. So we get to see. But like I said, just run through legs again. Granted, not a huge lot of difference, but you know, these sessions kind of just say it's like your first time watching my videos. You know, it doesn't mean necessarily you've watched all the other videos, but whatever. Don't need to justify anything to anyone. So we'll get cracking and take it from there. Do just one working set, similar to the previous leg session that we've done. Need to buy a gym pin for this because I'm adding I think a 10 kilo onto the machine, and that's now too easy. So here we go. Good. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good lad. Come on. Squeeze. Nice. Again. Good. Come on. Again. Do that squeeze. Yes. Again. Come on, man. Up. Stop walking. Come on. Again. Yes, come on, get it. Come on, okay, give me that. Up. Get it. So last week I got 24 reps plus 1, which is way above the rep range, but like I said, can't add any more weight to the machine. So what I did was change the tempo a wee bit, so held that contraction at the top for a bit longer, and that made, I got the same reps, the same force rep, but kind of changed the exercise around, so I felt that a lot more though, so it's good. So that's another thing you can do. A lot of people neglect progression in terms of tempo, technique and execution, so if an exercise is more precise, if you're controlling it more, that in of itself is progression. So I think I've moaned about 100,000 times about not just letting weight and reps being the sole indicator of progressive overload. So that's what I did there, and it hurt a lot.
Johnny, yeah?
Aye, I think. Aye. No, I think that's what I said I'm going to go up to. No, you're right, fuck. Aye, that's alright then, 260. He knows my logbook better than I do. I got 15 plus 2. Oh, yes. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, good. Ooh. Ooh. Easy. Keep that rhythm. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Up. Yes. Come on. Way to there. Up again. And again. Right through you. Come on. Get up. Yes. No one. Get up. All the way up. Again. Come on. Get it. Come on. Get up. And again. Come on. Come on in the ball. That's all I got. So what? It's 15 plus 2 last week. That's 16 plus 1. Yep. That week, so I'll take that. But like I said, still one working set. Should have said that before I did that. Right. Hey! Yeah. Good. Come on, fight it, go. Yeah. Again. Here we go. Work still there, toes back, go. Again. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Got it, go on. Up. Whoa, all the way up. Again. Go. Got it. It's the force. Close back. Squeeze. That's good. Back down. Attempt another. That's it. That's 2 sessions that really spat on me. So yeah, with leg extension, when using a certain amount of weight, it's better to kind of hold yourself in using straps, just so you're pinned to the machine. But at the same time, even if you're not using ridiculous amounts of weight that are going to lift you out of the seat, what it does is, in my opinion, it allows you to reinforce the fact that you should only be using your quads. When people start tiring, you'll see they'll rock their body front to back, or they'll do just other daft shit with their body to try and manipulate the weight up. So if you're locked in, you can't move, it's just the quads that should be working. So that's a good kind of training cue if you want to use that as well. So all this free information. So I swapped out, I think the last video we done on the V squat, the squat and movement on the V squat. So in that session, I tweaked my calf. The next week I've done it again, and the following week after that I did it again. So I decided to just take out V squats and put barbell squat back in, which has always been very, very comfortable for me. It feels like a very natural movement for me. So, like, people do get kind of married to certain exercise and like build these emotional attachments to exercises, but the V squat I was happy to throw them in. Because yeah, that calf issue was a fucking pain in the arse, so build this back up. Still using the prep belt. Just. I used to be able to get it. Yeah, that's what I used to get it. Fuck. Let's just move. One working set, do a second set, do a cluster. Easily getting this one. Come on, right after that. Come on. One in. Easy. Yes, come on. I'm right. Good lines. Yep, good. Come on, stay up. Good. Yeah! Like that, go again. Here we go. So watch me driver. Yes, yes. Yeah. Come on. Let's go, hey. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Drive it all. And come on, yeah, smooth it. Oh, yeah. Nice. Go again. Hold you. How we get? Come on, man. How we get? Oh, yes. Well done. Right? Good. Not bad. But you're done at 5. It was like last week, that first one was fucking horrendous. The second set's going to be a cluster, so we're going to do 4 sets of 4 reps with 15-second rest. So last week, done 140, and that was a tad too easy. So with these, the rep slightly different. I'm not going to use, well, I'm using full range, but I'm like piston reps. Whereas before with the 220, because I really need to control that, go a wee bit kind of slower. So. Yeah. Easy. Nice. Yep. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yes. 1 in. 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, go in. Yeah. Come on in. Let's see it. Lads. That's my skin in the back. Come on, man. 1. Good. Easy. 2. Good, lads. Again. 3. Oh, dear. Fuck me, man. Shit. That's bogging. I'll be extra 5 kilos with a difference here. Fuck it. So we do traditional 1 working set, 1 back off set for the horizontal. So no, like I said at the start, I was thinking about adding shit in, but it's intense enough for now. Yeah.
One in. Yeah, see it, come on. Here we go. And drive. Up again. Easy. Now we're walking, come on. Good. Up. Everyone like that. Good. Right. Yes. Again. Yeah, easy, come on. Yeah. And again, it's there. Out we get. Come on. Hold there. Reset, let's go. Right. Yes, come on. Okay. Oh, let's go, mate. Come on. I see 280. Let's get up. Come on. Everything. I'll make it all you. That's you. Give it up. Come on. What you got? Get up. Okay, come on, get there. Drive up. Go. Get back. Go. Yeah. Good on, man.
Second time in this session where, like, the middle reps, I'm like, I don't think I can do this. Why am I fucking thinking that? It's just one of those days.
Yes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Excellent. Yeah, good. Come on. Smooth the ball. I've got it. Right. Start.
Let's 15, 20 reps. 4, so we've got 15 last week. So.
Get that brother. Off we go. 2. Yes. 2. 2. Good. 2. Nice. Ready. Plenty there, mate. Come on. Keep it going. Okay. Up. Come on. Fight for it. Yes, you want it. And up again. Yes. Good. Slow low, mate. Come on. Up. Again. Come on. Take an extra again. Do the least. At least. Yeah. Let's go then. Hey. Yes. Okay. Up. Yeah. Come on. Yes. Go on again. Oh, fuck. Good on, man.
What?
Eat fucking soup. Here we go. Come on. Right, couple at least. 2 again. Start couple. Up again. Give me that one. Come on. Good.
So it's 1 set Bulgarians. So it's 15 to 20 reps. So 3/4 reps. Just trying to drain the quad. It's basically all I'm trying to do. Not trying to do anything fancy there. So.
Go on. Come on. See it. Yeah. Good. 40. Come on. Still go yourself. Get up. Yes. Okay. Give me that one. Yep. Still here, mate. Come on. Yes. All the way in. Try another. Up. Get it.
Yeah, still you, mate.
Yeah.
Let's go. Up. Got you. Nice. I've got you. Get this last one. Squeeze until that thing. Paused hammock curl, no, like you said there, no force reps. When you can't pause it any longer, you switch to partials to finish the set, just one set.
Couple more. One more. Come on, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
Yeah, baby. Relax.
Yeah.
Go.
Right.
Yeah. So that wraps up the slightly higher volume leg session. I think Chris and I were both had physio this morning. I think that's made a big difference to energy levels. Like, I don't know, I can't remember if I even said it at the start, but when I get physio done, like, I could sleep the rest of the day because I'm just so fried from the session because it's that brutal. But just the way things have clashed this week, physio was this morning, so it's probably not the best idea. So I felt drained from start to finish with that. I feel fucking terrible. Like really terrible. But it was still good though. It was still progression throughout the whole session. But it was progression with that horrendous feeling of fatigue. So gonna head back and get an hour nap and then go bed at like 7:30 or something. So like I said, it was still progressive. You just got to power through. If you take anything away from that session, it was you kind of have to almost sometimes disregard your energy levels and just kind of push through. And then if you still feel like that the following week, then you would kind of adjust, because this is the first time I've felt like this in a long time, but we've kind of come to the conclusion that it was due to the physio, not actual chronic fatigue. So, but still got it done. Very, very happy with that session. So we'll do shoulders tomorrow and then back on Friday. So it's going to be a really, really heavy week, tiresome week, but we'll get through it, and then next week we'll be back to the original split. So again, I hope you learned a lot from that. Remember to like, subscribe to my channel, comment, and then all the other social media stuff. So cheers again, guys.